Yo, what is up guys? I'm Chef Vapor. Welcome back to the channel. I want to start off on this video by saying I'm sorry and thank you at the same time. So I'll lead a little bit into that. I am extremely sorry that it's taken me as long as it has to upload. I've just been extremely busy. But thank you for those of you who have stayed subscribed, who have subscribed recently, and who are watching this video right now. It means a lot to me to see you guys still taking an interest in this and to still support me and support the channel. So that's really cool, and I thank you so much for that. I also want to say sorry for all of the dope things that you've probably missed out on, at least on this channel, because I have gotten my hands on quite a few new things and they're really cool. But we will, on Good and Brighter News, be talking about a couple of things that are very dear to my heart that are my everyday daily driver. So we will lead into that by talking about the box first and then work our way up to the top. The box itself is called the Voopoo Drag, and then the top is the Armageddon Apocalypse Gen 2. So we'll start with the box. The box is the Voopoo Drag. This guy goes up to 157 watts. This is the blue, yellow, red resin edition. They do have quite a few, sorry that was my laptop, they do have quite a few different color options. I think they have 4 or 5 or so different resin colors, and then they also have 4 or 5 or so carbon fiber. I've seen both of them in person. I really like the resin myself, that's why I picked this one up, but the carbon fiber does look pretty sick if that's your kind of style. Behind the drag plate here, it's just held by magnets. You've got your batteries, dual 18650s. You've got your fire button, you've got your screen, and you've got your wattage up and down, as well as your micro USB update port. That's pretty much all there is to the outside of the box. Now on the inside of the box there's something really cool. It is called the Gen chip, and the Gen chip is super smart. This guy is basically a baby, cheaper version of a DNA for the most part. So we'll move into that with the update cable. Plug it into your laptop, of course, and of course you can update the software and things, but you can also change what the screen says on which action you give it. So that's really cool as well. Mine right now, when you hit it while it's off, it'll give you a little bit of a inspirational quote there, and then when you turn it on, it has my name and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool as well. Now the box itself goes to 157 watts. I believe I already said that. And it does some pretty cool things. So we're gonna jump into that. Before we jump into the box and start vaping it, we're gonna talk about the top as well. Again, this is the Armageddon Apocalypse Gen 2. You've got the dope Armageddon Apocalypse logo there. This is the Apocalypse down there. And then we've got some pretty decent sized flathead screws, and this is a clamp style deck. Right now we are running dual 6-wrap alien Claptons. And you've got some nice airflow on both sides there, so that's cool too. You can adjust it, turn it off, turn it down, whatever you like. You guys know I like my airflow all the way open and very airy. So we're gonna drip this, and then we will get into it a little bit more. This is very reminiscent of me, or it reminds me a lot of the Kennedy, as far as the way it vapes. Now, the Kennedy is a very dear RDA to me. I love it a lot, but there's a couple of downsides. The cool things are that the bottom style airflow, you get so much vapor, or so much flavor, and so much vapor as well, depending on the build. And then on top of that, you don't have to worry about lining up the airflow. You just flip on the top. You can do it while you're driving, you can do it in the dark, you can do it in your car. Don't do it while you're driving. I know I said that, don't do it. But you don't have to pay attention. You don't have to line the airflow up with the coils. You don't have to line the airflow up with the airflow. You just slap on the cap after you juice it and you vape it, and that's dope. But the Kennedy, although it is super dear to me, it has a little bit too restricted airflow for my personal taste. I like things a little bit airier. I like to run a little bit higher wattage and get that warm vape, and you can't really do that with the Kennedy in my personal book, just because of the airflow is a little bit more restricted than I like. But this, with that giant airflow on both sides, gets me that hit that I really enjoy. So that's cool. Now, with all of that being said, we're going to dive into it. This is what the screen looks like. Right now we are at 100 watts. The dual 6-wrap alien Claptons came out to a 0.11. And that's your battery life and the voltage that you're currently pushing. So we're gonna go ahead and hit this. I don't know if I mentioned the juice. This is Flawless's Flawless as Fuck white label. This is like a it's described as a lot of things, but it reminds me of a candy cane or a peppermint, like the soft peppermint balls that you chew. But a lot of people say creme de menthe, bonbons, Tic Tacs, whatever. It's mint. It's good. 'Tis the season, am I right? So we'll dive into this. You've got that very nice airflow, so you can, at 100 watts, you can inhale a lot, you can exhale a lot, you get that nice cloud production, keeping it at a cooler vape. You get a nice long drag on it. Now, we can bump up this. Remember I said this is a 157 watt box, so we're going to turn this up, and if your build is a 0.1, between a 0.1 and it's either a 0.2 or a 0.3, I don't remember, there's a cutoff. Once you hit those in right between there, it stops at 129. Now if you hit that again, it goes into what's called super mode. So above 130 watts, doesn't matter where you set it, it's going to be in super mode with that kind of ohm build. So super mode is really, really cool as well. That is going to give you, I believe it's 0.025 seconds from the time you press the fire button to the time that it actually fires. So it's very, very responsive. So you saw my 100 watt hit, now you're going to see my super hit, and you'll be able to tell the difference of that response time. Much quicker, much harsher, much harder hit, which is really, really cool for people that drip and build their own coils and things like that. So that's really awesome as well. I'm sure it would work really good with like a TFV8 or something on there as well. I just really like dripping, so. But we're gonna crank that back down to 100 watts because that's where I like to take those nice long hits. And then this box does one more really cool thing. If you push both of these buttons at the same time, it'll pop you to the menu, and then you can go over to W/V, hit that. Now you're vaping on voltage instead of wattage, so that's really cool. The voltage goes up to 7.5, so now you're running a potentiometer style box rather than a wattage style, which again is really, really good for vaping. So 7.5 volts is maxed out. We're going to hit this and you're going to see the response time via voltage as well. Again, much harder, much harsher, much warmer vape, that style. So that's great for the people that like those big hits and want to build a little bit higher and want that harder hit. That's very, very nice. So that pretty much ties up the box. That pretty much ties up the dripper. The juice is phenomenal. Flawless. They've never disappointed me yet, so we stick with what we know. But yeah, that pretty much ties it up, guys. I just wanted to kind of give you an update. I am trying to upload more, and I am trying to cut out some time for this. It's just a very, very difficult thing for me to do right now. But I just want to thank you guys so much for, again, subscribing, staying subscribed, and watching this video. It means a lot to me. Thank you for the support. The Voopoo Drag is one of the best boxes on the market, in my opinion. I love this thing. The Apocalypse is a great little dripper if you like to drip. It gives you a lot of build option as well, a lot of airflow. So thank you guys so much. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram. I don't update as much as I would like to, but it's going to be a lot easier for me to snap a pic and put it on Instagram than it is for me to make a video. So you can follow me there at chef_vapor. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Keep on vaping.